Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a DIY. So to know me is to know I decorate my front door for everything, and I decided that I wanted to do a new front door decor. I almost paid somebody $75 to make this sign, and I was like, girl, boo, you can do this yourself. This is what you do. So I headed to Michael's and Joann Fabric. So everything that you see me using, I purchased from either or of those stores. To start off, I cleaned off the surface. This was already pre-cut and it has a tie already on it for hanging purposes. You see me opening up some stickers. I decided to go with stickers for the wording for the sign. Going through trying to see which letters I'm gonna need, what color that I want to go with. Halfway through the video, pause for the cause, had to go back to Michael's and get another pack because I discovered that multiple letters that I needed duplicates and the package only had one. But that's okay. We went back, we got another pack, and we proceeded on. So in this part, you see me cutting out the letters because I decided that I wanted the sign to say happy birthday. It was my birthday month, milestone birthday. I didn't have anything for the front door for January, so I figured let's just announce happy birthday. So here you see me cutting out the letters that I'll need for the wordings of happy birthday. I decided to cut out all the colors to determine what pattern I wanted to use once I got them cut out, because as you can see, the letters come in various colors, but you will also see that I ended up having to substitute out some letters because the letters come in the same colors for every package. Still cutting out my letters, trying to figure out what pattern I'm going to use. Lord, who knew happy birthday had so many letters that it took me this long to cut it out. As you can see, I'm like, girl, what is going on? Let me try to figure this out. So I cut out more to keep going to try to figure out what pattern I wanted to use for the finished product. Okay, I'm coming up with an idea and a pattern. This pattern did not work at the end because some of the letters that I needed did not come in the two pink shades. It came in the gold, the green, or the teal, which I didn't want. So I had to go back to the drawing board to try to figure out what kind of pattern am I going to use for my sign. Still thinking, trying to figure it out. Girl, do I want to use this? No, not this, maybe this. Your girl was struggling there for a hot minute, and then I finally was like, okay, this is what we're gonna go with. Still trying to figure it out. It was a struggle. By now I have 2 sets of stickers, a whole bunch of stickers, a whole bunch of letters that I don't even need for this project. But hey, we're still trying to figure out what pattern I'm really gonna like for the finished product. So at this point, I'm like, okay, screw the pink pattern because clearly that's not going to work. Let's throw in some different colors. So I tried out the teal to see if I had enough letters for the words that I needed, if that pattern will work. This was a bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I was just supposed to be able to cut out the letters and put them on the board, but clearly the letters and the colors was giving me a run for my money. Okay, so boom. I decided to go with pink and teal, and I would improvise on some of the letters using stickers of objects related to birthdays. So as you can see right here, I'm peeling off the letters and putting them on the board in a upward fashion. So it's kind of like a rainbow, so that they go start down and go up for both the happy and the birthday. You can also see that I substituted out some of the letters with cakes in the birthday, because I was just struggling trying to figure out what colors I was going to use. So now I'm placing the letters how I want them. As you know, I'm very picky, so I'm over there trying to line it up. I couldn't get that P off, so I was like, let me put them on lightly. So the rest of the letters, I halfway put them on because I wanted to make sure that they were where I wanted them to be before they were fully stuck to the wood. So that cake right there that I'm putting on is a sticker that represents the R in birthday. There's another cake there that represents the D in the day. I had to get creative because I couldn't get the patterns to go together with the color choices that were in the package. But your girl figured it out. It just took me a second. So I'm just getting everything set up on the board as far as the letters are concerned and what I wanted to say. As you can see, there's a space at the top because I got a plan for that space up there. But let me just get these letters on here how I like it. Okay, I like it. So I press it all down, hold it up to get it aligned, show you, boom, it's cute. So let's move on to the top. But before I do that, let me do a little cleanup. Had to throw some stuff away, get my scissors together. And then we're going to pull out the Mod Podge, which I also got from Joann Fabric. And I cut a letter to try it out first because I was wanting to make sure that it was going to dry clear and not leave a white film or cloudy film on top of the stickers. So right here, I am testing out a letter to see how it will dry. Because as you can see going on, it is white. Over time, it dried, and when it dried, it did dry clear, but I needed to test it out to make sure. So we're done with that little cleanup, and now I am going to work on the top part of the sign, and I decided to go with some garland. Found this garland in the Christmas clearance area, paid about $1 and some change for it, so it's all good in the hood. So I got the garland out and I'm kind of playing around with it to get it positioned exactly how I'm going to like it on the sign. Cut off a few pieces, made it small, arranged it on there, and the next step is I'm going to use my hot glue gun to get the garland to stick to the sign. I don't know who taught me my measurement skills, but I'm clearly using a pair of scissors to measure the space between the start of the letter and the end of the letter on the board. Whatever that was for, I don't know. Plug up my hot glue gun so we can get this garland stuck on here. Okay, so now the hot glue gun is warming up. I'm gonna double check the X that I had put the Mod Podge on to see how it's drying. It looks like it's drying pretty cool. So let's go ahead and continue to play around with this garland to make sure I can get it just how I like it in time for when the glue gun is warm and ready. Okay, so boom, now we're ready to go ahead and start gluing the garland on using the hot glue. So we're just going to stick some on the back of the garland. get it nice and saturated with glue in various areas so that I can go ahead and stick it on the board. I want to make sure that it's secure and glued securely because this is going on my front door, which means it will be outside with the weather, whether it's hot, cold, raining, snow, whatever. So I want to make sure that I put enough glue on there for that. So I ended up putting glue on the back of the garland on various stems, as well as putting heavy glue on the stem where my finger is to make sure that it stayed and was able to weather the weather. In my head, I have a vision of how I want this finished product to look. So you see me here kind of playing around, getting everything in place or trying to get that second side in place because I was able to get the first side how I like it pretty quick. So I'm just working with it to try to get it just right for my liking before I add the glue to the other side. And finally, everything is on there. As you can see, the Mod Podge has been on there, and boom, the finished product. Bow on, hanging on the front door. It was really cute, and I saved myself $75. Thanks for watching. Tune in again next time for my next DIY.